And good morning from Miami. Hello on this beautiful Thursday, December 4th. Oh my God, time is racing by. Isn't that crazy? Almost 2 weeks. Kevin, good morning to you. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. All right, welcome to Miami. And I just saw there is MSC Air Cargo 777 coming in. That's usually a Atlas Air flight. And I thought, you know what? That's a good opportunity to go live. Let's catch this beauty here coming in from Anchorage.
1600, 1200, and 200 feet.
Elisa from Denmark, good morning. Mihast, good morning to you. We have Ben in the house. Good morning, Ben. And there we go. What a great start. This MSC Air 777 Dreambird. Hello to you. Good morning. And I think we also have an Atlas Air 767-300 on the way.
Good morning, Convoy 39, sure, following the ILS 12.
Convoy 3905,
alrighty, that was MSC Air Cargo. Let me see. We have LATAM 320 coming in here on runway 9. Before I say good morning to all of you, don't worry, guys. So we have LATAM 4400 coming in from Bogota. That's a 320, and then we currently have a Atlas Air 767-300. We're most likely also going on runway 8. That's coming in from Medellin. So I think we just picked the right start time. We have a lot of arrivals coming in here. I think we should be fine. All right, then there we go. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. Today we have runway 9. So sorry about yesterday. I was here. Equipment was completely ready. I was here at 2:30 when the initial stream was scheduled to be live. I was here at 2:30 yesterday, and I was sitting in the car for 3.5 hours. The airport did not change the runway. Do you know when the airport changed the runway? When I was back in the hotel room. I was walking into the hotel room and the plane departed from runway 9. One of these days you can't do anything. I understand people were complaining about pushing out the times, but that's not on me, that's completely on the airport. And we are more or less stuck on this position here. At least as for this trip. All right. So good morning to all of you. Welcome to this Thursday, December 4th, and it is 10:30 here on the East Coast. And let's go in and capture this Avianca 320. And the wind is expected to stay consistent, northeast, east, northeast for today and for tomorrow. So that's a good thing. So there is some consistency in it. And then for Saturday, but I'm going to talk to you about Saturday in a minute. And then for Saturday, the wind looks like various directions, and we don't really know what will happen on Saturday here on the arrival and departure side. All right. Next inbound is American Airlines from Minneapolis, 737-800, flights 2101.
Columbia 4400, make the left turn, join Tango, hold short of 12, stay with me. Tango, hold short of 12, about 5 to
morning we had another surprise here. I saw it from my hotel window. We had Aerolíneas Argentinas. What you say? Whoa, wait a minute. That's not a surprise. They're coming here every day with a 330. No, guys. They came here with a 737 MAX 8. And it was a delivery flight, apparently, from Seattle, Miami, Buenos Aires. Welcome to Miami. It is, that airport is special, I tell you. This is why it is one of my most favorite airports in the world. That airport is absolutely special. That's American Airlines 737-800 from Buenos Aires. Josegi, good morning to Nairobi, Kenya. Hello to you. Gaspelli's in the house. Hello. Icy Fry, good morning. Ulrich Baer, hello Ulrich. Zachary is in the house. Hello. Ian Papalima. Hello, good morning to Canada. Snowflake, good morning to you. Sven, good morning Sven. Hello to beautiful Sweden. Let me see. I hope I didn't forget anyone. Elisa from Denmark, I think I said hello to you already. And we have at 60 Mahesh watching us from India. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening to you. And let's go over to Atlas Air 767-300 coming from Medellin. Frontier 320 Neo landing on here runway 9. And it's so good to be back. We had a 2 days break.
Runway 3642, use caution, report of birds at 1,000 feet.
Miami Tower with Avianca 002, LS runway 09er.
Avianca 002, Miami Tower, runway 9er, clear land, traffic 91.2, we'll hold short for you.
Clear to land, runway 09er, hold short 12,
No, the traffic is holding for you, you're clear to land.
Clear to land,
American 2101.
Sarah, good morning, Sarah Deal. Oh, you're saying hello from Orlando. That's right. How was your trip to Orlando, Sarah? I hope you had a great trip. And then we have 510 Steve. Good morning to you. Hello. And Delta 737 coming in from JFK. And soon we will be back in the cold northeast. In the cold northeast, soon to be back. Let's see how this one goes. I heard it's freezing cold in New York. Freezing temperatures. And Bruce, thank you so much for the nice words, right? Thank you so much, Bruce, and welcome to this Thursday. Yes, it's always the same person that is complaining. And there are sometimes reasons why, you know, things need to be pushed out and when it doesn't work according to the weather forecast, then, you know, there's nothing what we can do. So thank you for your nice words. Thank you for your kind words. And all it's about that we have fun here, that we enjoy. And today is our pre-last show. Ooh, our pre-last show from Miami. Jens made a decision. Jens made a decision. Our pre-last show. So tomorrow will be our last show from Miami, at least for December. At least for December. All right, Avianca Flight 2 coming in from Barranquilla. H. Helen, good morning. Hello to you. And we have two 330s in at the moment from Boliviana de Aviación. Very nice, one of my favorite airlines and liveries here in Miami. Just so beautiful, so beautiful. Chicken Wing, hello, good morning to you.
Avianca 002, make the left turn, taxi 7.5 traffic short.
And Maurice is saying 37 degrees in New York City. Yeah, I was talking to my wife earlier in the morning, and she is bundled up and layered up. It is freezing cold in New York, so not crazy to go back actually, but there's no choice, right? At some point I have to, but it is so important that we were enjoying together this time here in Miami, Florida, and it was a fantastic time. And yes, we didn't go to any other airport, but you know what? Miami is so, in my eyes, is so special that you can stream here for almost 2 weeks on and off. And you always have something really special in front of your camera. And I was thinking about Fort Lauderdale, but in the end I didn't do it because, you know, we might have this similar traffic in LaGuardia, which I will cover a little bit more in the future as well, to make it a little bit more mixed up in New York. And I will also mix in another airport in the New York area, but I can't talk to that one yet. But it's going to happen soon if conversations are going correctly. We have a highlight showing up on Flight Radar, and if you want to have a look in Opa-locka, Euro Atlantic Airways 767-300 just popped up on the radar from Opa-locka. That's a Portuguese airline. That's a Portuguese charter airline in Opa-locka. That's interesting. As I said, this region here is always ready and available for a surprise with airplanes, airlines. And we have Avianca Cargo coming in, number 2 with a 330 freighter. That's a good thing. So it looks like we started at the perfect moment. And hopefully I might be able to put off my hat soon.
Roger, and just land runway 9 or 0 unit. Tango 3842, join Tango, left one Yankee, hold short of runway 12
minutes. Sarah, you're a little bit tired from the walking in Orlando? I can imagine. I can imagine. Same as when I go with my ladies, with my girls at home to Orlando, to Disney. The first 2 days are absolutely exhausting. You don't feel your feet anymore. By day 3, you want to break. But there is no mercy. There is no mercy. Okay, next landing is Avianca Cargo 330-200 freighter coming in from Mexico City. And we have a PC-12 on the north side coming in. That's a little turboprop coming in from Marsh Harbor from Tradewind Aviation. You know, we have Lutz, our moderator from Germany. He's big into these bitsies, business jets, corporate jets, however you want to call them. So here we have Froggy. Good morning, Froggy. Dave Cox. Good morning, Dave. I hope you're doing fine.
Let's go, Avianca, exercise.
That's runway 12. All right, let's go. Avianca Cargo 330 freighter. Walk the dogs. Good morning. Hello to Brooklyn. I heard you guys have freezing temperatures. I'm not crazy to go back. I'm not crazy at all. Butter! Laying down some butter. There we go. Avianca Cargo. Butter machine. That's for sure it is. Butter machine. Alrighty. We have a bunch of airlines coming in. One of them is Aeromexico, 737 MAX 9, number 4.
Aero Union 4276, where are you going to point?
Well, that's an Aero Union flight. There we go. Next inbound, American Airlines 737-800 from Cartagena. That's a non-ER. So American Airlines, they have a bunch of non-ERs.
Okay, thanks. American 21.
Euro Atlantic turned off their transponder.
Wind 1005 from Canarsie, clear to land. Use caution, bird reporter below 2100 feet, no final 9.
All right, next inbound to American Airlines 737-800. Lady 757, good morning. We have a whole chain of airlines coming in. We have also 7 Air Cargo from Havana, Cuba, on the 737-800 coming in. That's like a perfect time. 10:30, right? And towards the end of the week, I think Miami is just a little bit more busy, so that is a good thing. And Fridays, usually Friday and Sunday, I think these are the best days here.
American 1702, ILS 119. Second 1702, Miami Tower, the wind is 1109er. Runway 9er cleared to land, use caution, bird reported on the final runway 9er, anywhere below 2100 feet. I appreciate it. Clear to land, runway 9er, American 1702.
Avianca 320 Neo, they have a bunch of them. There we go. And we have another American Airlines 737-800 coming in from Dallas. Lots of birds. Also yesterday when I was here at that point, lots of birds, flocks of birds. All right, Avianca parking.
Got 3 dead, expedite, cross runway 12, jump right on Quebec on the other side, flat 23 mile final. American 1702, taxi via Tango Yankee and hold shuttle runway 12 with me.
There we go. Aeromexico. Next about is 7 Air Cargo 737-800 coming in from Havana. And Fuzzy, good morning Fuzzy. Hello to you.
Airport 12 cross 412, the arrival to make contact ground. Runway 12 cleared to land, and hold short of runway 9 for the last track. Dragon 1875, Miami Tower, good morning, wind 1208, runway 9 cleared to land. Runway 12 is going to hold short of the intersection.
Back-to-back arrivals at the moment. With the departures, we might have to wait a little bit.
Cargojet 704, make a left under on Tango 7, go to type QA Sierra, so we'll meet that plane. Take over there, Tango 7,
And our next inbound is American Airlines flight 2450 from Varadero. I think that's in Cuba.
American 1498, Miami Tower, runway 9 cleared to land, the wind is 1109, use caution, birds supported below 2100 feet on the final line.
Well, it seems to be packed today. Yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Keep it coming. That's a good thing. There we go. I'm waiting for a little gap to talk to you for a second, but it's back to back, so we don't say no. We don't say no to that one, right? We don't say no to that one. We had days where literally nothing was going on for about 20 minutes or so. And today, non-stop arrivals. I love it. That's perfect. That's Miami. Absolutely great. And Silvio, good morning. Say United 949 from London to San Francisco. Turn back over the sea. Squawk 7700. Yeah. I also was following yesterday a Citation business jet that departed from Karlsruhe Baden Airport to Finland to Rovaniemi, and they also sparked 7700. And I followed the flight, and they landed safely. So I think it's a lot of precaution built in. But over the Atlantic, you don't want to risk anything, so you better go back to your home base, usually also where you can have technical support. And fix whatever you need to fix, right? Oh, there's a train coming. Oh, there is a train coming. Usually, we were always lucky. Let's see where this one goes. Oh my god, oh my god. There is a train coming. Do we get... There's a switch. So after that railroad crossing, there is a switch. So let's see how this one goes. Let's see how this one goes. But let's catch this One World 737 real quick. Oh yeah, we are lucky again. We are lucky again. In over 30 years. In over 30 years, I never had a train here. Never. That's what is taking the round. I don't even think that these tracks here are still in operations where we are by the furniture store, which I would say is a good thing, right? But alrighty, we have lots and lots and lots of arrivals coming in here. So without further ado, let's go back. Primary. Oh, they pushed back Primary 767. Ooh. Ooh. Spirit coming in from Atlanta, Georgia.
1073, Miami Chargers, Carlsonburg, Porter on the final, runway 12, the wind is 1004, runway 12 clears land, hold short of runway 9er, Porter Atlanta.
I think the train is Herbie Sunflower. Silvio, I have absolutely no knowledge about trains. Zero knowledge about trains. I can't talk to that at all.
26 Miami Chargers, Carlsonburg, Porter below 2100 feet, last report I got 1800 feet. Runway 9er clears land, traffic landing on runway 12 is going to hold short of the
Spirit 321 from Atlanta. Let's see what the future holds for Spirit. They are under Chapter 11. They laid off a lot of flight attendants, also I think some pilots. So let's see what the future holds for them. Hopefully they can make it. Hopefully they can make it. And we have an Atlas Air 747-400 usually coming in on runway 8 from Anchorage. There we go. And we also have our first LATAM cargo 767-300. Looks like coming in on runway 9. There are actually two 767s. The other one is Delta Airlines from Atlanta. Sky High. That's a 737-300 freighter from Havana. The thing is, my tripod here, I know it's a little bit to the left, but it's straight, and you know, in comparison to the buildings. So the buildings are straight, but I need to fix something what I cannot fix here on the spot. I need to go to Home Depot for that. Oh God, there's always something, guys. There's always something. I was working for 20 minutes on my tripod before I went live, so that's the best what I can give you at the moment. I have to fix something where I need a tool where I only can get at Home Depot or at Lowe's, so that's also on my list before I return home. Walk the dog say, so ANA doesn't fly into Miami? That's correct. Also not Japan Airlines. Ooh. We haven't seen that one yet. ANA doesn't fly here. Japan Airlines don't fly here, so that's a difference. We have Emirates coming here. They do. You see it in the background. The 777 that comes in the morning from Dubai, leaves about 11:30ish to Bogota, comes back in the evening hours, and then departs back to Dubai at about midnight. They max out everything of this 777 on that trip here. So that is pretty cool. Prime Air is coming over, 767. And wifey's in the house. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, my love. Next inbound is a classic Sky High Cargo Express 737-300 from Havana, Cuba. I will miss all these classic aircraft. when I'm driving back home on Friday nights. We have Kalita 747-400, looks like coming in from Bogota. Good Lord, this is crazy busy, crazy busy. Fantastic time, we catch the fantastic time, and you see the 747 on runway 8 already in the backgrounds. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. But it's my tripod. I know I need to fix something on my tripod. That's just when you don't have your tools and everything with you when you travel. I know my tripod. Yeah. There will be a time where I have to invest a few more bucks into a really, really solid one. Not the head. The head is great, but the legs. Delta 767-400 from Atlanta, Georgia. Bruce, good morning. Let's go to the 747 Atlas Air. There we go, Queen time. Another one coming in. Kalita. Kalita most likely comes in on runway 9. Sabira saying good evening from London. Hello from Miami. Thank you for tuning in. And next inbound is LATAM Cargo 767-300 from Quito in Ecuador. There was one takeoff when I was setting up the equipment, but it was too early. Speed brakes up. That sound. Sven is back. Good morning. Hello to the cold Germany. And now we have Prime Air coming up here, 767. I've never seen so many Prime Airs during daylight hours. During daylight hours, you usually see them in New York during the nighttime, but during daylight hours, I've never seen so many Prime Airs, which is fantastic.
Good morning. Just caution, group reporter on the final runway 12. Runway 12 clear land, hold short of runway enter,
And we have Aussie Palm say good morning. Hello to you. Alrighty. Primair. Yeah, though. Oh my god. I think they have to wait for quite some time because there are a lot of inbounds. One of them is Kalida 747-400. Our next inbound is an Embraer 175 from Tallahassee. Let's go over. H-Shot, I'm gonna say something in a few minutes, just like this, about when me driving back and, you know, when I'm back in New York and life and this whole thing. So, but at the moment there's so much going on here. It's crazy. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like there are train track people. No idea what they are doing. Just don't send us a train, please. Just please. Don't send us a train. Cargojet 737. You can also find Cargojet in Newark, New Jersey. Wink, wink. Yeah, Primair is super busy. Super busy. Next inbound is American Airlines 737 MAX 8 from Bridgetown. The only thing is, in New York, Primair only flies in at the night hours. Miami is, I will miss Miami a lot because you see airlines here, you see liveries here, you see aircraft here. You don't see at any other airport in the U.S. It is my airport love. It is my airport love. Let me say it this way: Miami is fantastic. Yes, it has its quiet times, and when I will be back sometime, I will do things a little bit different. But the quality of aircraft, of airlines, of everything here is simply fantastic. All right, back to back action here, guys. Next inbound, Copa Airlines in the Star Alliance livery from Panama City. So there are train track people here. These guys, they are checking the tracks. That's a plane spotter here. He was collaborative yesterday, not today. So these guys are looking for. Please don't send us a train down here, please. Oh God. I wouldn't be surprised with MROs in New York with JFK on our semi-final day to send us a train down here. I would not be surprised. Star Alliance. right, 747 is number 2. Kalita is number 2 here on runway 9. Sun Country is coming in with a 737-800. It does, the arrivals, they don't stop. They don't stop. I think they let the Primera out after the 747. That's my guess. There is a little gap that should be enough for Primera. But it's super busy, super busy. Next inbound, Embraer 175, American Airlines from Pensacola, home of the Blue Angels. Just need to check something. And now 747 DHL coming in here on runway 12. Goodness, I didn't even know where to. Let's go over to the Queen, 747. There we go. This one is coming in from Bogota, Kalita. We haven't seen so many Kalitas here because Atlas Air is dominating.
1532, caution with film on 747 on a 1 mile final, first reported below 2,000 feet, runway 9 cleared to land, traffic landing 12, will hold short of 6 seconds for you. I will use caution, number 2, clear to land, runway 9. American 25, 28, Miami Tower, runway 12, clear to land, hold short of runway 9.
What runway is that? This is runway 9 on the southern side of the airport. I was Kalita 747 from Bogota. And let's see what they do here with Primera. They let us sit. Next inbound is a 319 from Santiago de Cuba. I don't know why they don't let her out. I think the gap would have been enough. Now there is a 319 coming in. There is Sun Country coming in. There is another Avianca coming in. Another Avianca. And then there is United from Newark coming in. Whew. Good luck, Primera. Good luck. It's going to take you a while.
Avianca 126, Miami Tower, runway 9 clear to land, traffic landing runway 12, will hold short of the intersection for you.
A tractor. I think they are cutting the grass here. Yeah. Still, it is December. No one cares. They still cut the grass. And they know if everything went dormant. But here they are still cutting the grass. All right, next inbound is American Airlines flight 1532 from Santiago de Cuba.
runway 12, clear to land, hold short of runway 9 for left track. Clear to land, runway 12, hold short, going out, 140.
And walk the dogs with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Say Jens, who does these excellent cartoons you occasionally post of your streaming challenges? Oh, go around. I'm sorry, I would go around Sun Country. Wow. Go around Sun Country. Orthodox. The answer is so simple. I cannot draw at all. I'm happy if I can lay down a straight line. ChatGPT.
No.
Believe it or not, it's ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT to get these cartoons out. The only thing is you have to feed ChatGPT a lot, and it's usually not the first attempt. So you have to be very patient. You have to explain a lot until you get the result you want to have. It's ChatGPT. It's that easy. That premium membership, what we have, that pays off big time. Because when it comes to drawing, I'm not a good drawer. I am not good in arts and stuff like that. So I understand my thing here, I guess, in terms of camera and equipment and all that spiel, but I outsource the creativity in terms of drawing. I outsource it. So that's the answer to it. Thank you so much for your $10 super chat. Much appreciated. And next inbound is Avianca with a 320 from Bogota, flight 126.
419, move forward, hold short of taxiway uniform.
And you know, this thing is with ChatGPT, it's a love-hate thing, right? This artificial intelligence is here to stay. This thing is not go anywhere anymore. AI has killed and will kill so many jobs. There are so many layoffs, and I can tell you a lot of these layoffs are based on AI. There's, especially in terms of like these service centers, you know, it is, AI is something, it's either you find a way to work with it and to make it work for you, or AI can possibly also do some damage to you in your work environment. And I found a way to make it work for me in terms of this drawings and creativity. AI cannot do the filming, that's a good thing. AI cannot do the commenting, that's a good thing. AI cannot do the trip from New York to Miami. So you need to find a way, I think, how to work with it, to make it work for you. And I think that's the best compromise, I would say. Avianca 320 in Star Alliance livery. Photography is art, I agree.
Turn left on taxiway Victor, hold short of runway 12. Sorry? No. Flag 604, exit there on Tango 7, going Tango, hold short of taxiway A. Tango 7, going Tango.
He was approaching me, he took off.
No.
We didn't see it.
Photography is an art, I absolutely agree. And When you see what AI is capable to do in creating pictures, I would say far away from being perfect, right? Far away from being perfect, but the more you feed AI, the better the results are. I used ChatGPT to write the JavaScript for an 11th hour demand from work. See, here we go. It did an impressive job and even commented the code. Best associate developer I've ever worked with. Yeah, I think so. I think so. But it's still, take it with a grain of salt. That's why I also, I was talking to my wife about it. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not that everything that comes out of AI is something that you should trust to 100% and you should use to 100%. Take it with a grain of salt. Make it work for you. Make it work for you. And I think that's the best compromise to make things work. And it can be a big help because Jens is a one-man show. Whatever you see, what's happening, all the posts on WhatsApp, on Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube, all this, everything what you see is happening at Planes and Friends. It's from Jens. Jens is a one-man show. I have no producers. I have no executive producers. All the decisions that are being made by myself. Prime Air is getting ready. There we go. All right, Prime Air, come over. And thank you so much for Froggy for the call-outs. Much appreciated.
American 2534, left turn that update to ground point 8. Southwest 770, cross runway 12, at uniform ground point 8 on the other side.
Next inbound is Sun Country is coming back. They didn't waste any time.
7 heavy, RNAV to Bowlers, runway 967. RNAV to Bowlers, runway 967.
Hey Holger, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. There we go. That was Prime Air. And we have Sun Country coming back. Sun Country Airlines, that basically disrupts their entire schedule because they don't like to spend a lot of time on the ground. It's ultra low cost and they have to make these birds flying to make money. Sun Country arriving from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Freezing cold there. Freezing cold. And we have Cargojet here being pulled out. 767. And Holger said, you know what, I'm not home yet, but I don't care. Holger gifting 5 Planes and Friends memberships. Holger, thank you so much. Have a safe trip home. A safe commute home. Much appreciated. And I've never seen here Sky High Cargo being parked at that position. That is new to me with their 737-300. They came in a little bit earlier. Hey Lutz! Lutz and Holger, our moderators from Germany. Alright, let's see what Cargojet is doing. That's a great picture with Sky High 737 in the front. I think it's a good sign. I think it's a good sign. Come on, Cargojet, make a right-hand turn. Come over, yes, there we go. Cargojet heading to an unknown destination. 767-300. Unknown destination. Well, at least here on Flight Radar. I'm pretty sure when you use other apps, other software, it tells you the destination. Winglets, this is an Exclatom.
American 3088, ICB Tango Yankee, hold short of runway 12 remain. Cargojet 211 Heavy, Miami Tower, runway 9er, line up on way. 549 feet, 211 Heavy.
Cargojet 767-300. They increased their frequency quite a little bit here in Miami. Not that frequent last year when I was here. So this one should be almost a turn and burn for Cargojet. There's no arrivals currently. I think we're gonna fall back into the quiet mode of Miami. Not that crazy about it.
American 3088, cross 412 and ground point 8 on the other side. Cargojet 211 Heavy, RNAV Bolo from a 9 clip takeoff. Clip takeoff 9 clip 0.
great noise. That's sound. That's not noise. That's sound. Oh. Alrighty. Cargojet. Looks like we have a little bit of a quiet time now. So let me share my plans with you on how we continue with the next days and the next weeks. But first, let me put on this hat here. All right. 1 second.
Cargojet 211 Heavy, contact Miami departure. Departure Cargojet
All right.
211.
So, what are the plans for the next days and for the next weeks? So, I have looked up Sunday for Miami, and it looks like Saturday, and it looks like the winds on Saturday are south, southwest, southeast. They are all over the place. So the risk is actually that we might not be able to have a stream on Saturday because we are mostly dependent here on runway 9. So what does it mean? For me, it's important that I don't lose a day to get a stream together. And with yesterday, there was a day blown unexpectedly when the airport did not change the runway in time and changed it when I was walking into the hotel room. So that's what we're going to do. We will have tomorrow, Friday. That's going to be our last show here in Miami, at least for 2025. That's going to be our last one. And then I will start driving north. Yes, I did not fly down here. I took the car and came down here. I will start driving then after the show on Friday, late afternoon, realistically, late afternoon. And then heading north. I think I can make it to Savannah, Georgia, stay the night there, and then continue the rest on Saturday. The plans are currently that I will be back live in New York on Sunday. That's the plan. I know it's going to be a temperature shock for Jens from beautiful spring temperatures down here in Miami, sometimes summer temperature, back to the freezing temperatures. But that's fine. That's simply where I live, where the family lives. And then I am working currently with wifey to put something together on an airport we haven't covered so far to mix that one in. This is work. This is not just that you show up there and do something. That is really work. And I want to go into 2026 with a little bit more of a mix of airports that are in range. It also means maybe Philadelphia, maybe. Let's see how this one goes. So we are not only tied up and bound for JFK. That's the plan, all right? So I will be back then most likely on Sunday with a show, either from JFK, from LaGuardia, or from whoever. But that's the plan for now. And I think that's the best, to not lose another day possibly on Saturday, right? So that's the plan, right? It's a tough one, but plane spotting is nothing for the faint-hearted. So let's go back to the planes. All right, next inbound, United Airlines 737-800 from Chicago O'Hare, the snowy, the cold, the windy, the icy Chicago. Oh, I don't wanna swap with these guys at the moment. And that's the thing. Like Jens loves the spring temperatures. Sometimes the summer. I just don't like the humidity too much. Oh, for me going back and going north, and you feel these colder temperatures on every gas stop. You feel, it's getting colder. Oh, that's gonna be something. But we'll make it work. And Hubert sends greetings from Bavaria. Hello, Hubert. Yay, I'll text Emma now. Emma Rose. We miss her. We miss Emma. That's right. We miss Emma. But if everything goes well, we will be at other airports, so we will not be only at JFK. Too early for me to release it, but let's see what we can do there. Yeah, these guys here fled out the fire truck. I don't think that there's an emergency landing or something, but they just want to move the. I think they just want to move the truck. Pretty cool equipment. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. Oh, look at that! Oh, right on time. Look at that. Clean the pipes. Yeah. That is so cool. Uwe, hello. Cleaning the pipes. Sarah saying, I went up and down the East Coast going to small airports. It was fun. Yes. Yes. Just for live streaming, you know, you need to be at major hubs. That's the thing. Even like airports like Charlotte. I used to fly like in and out of Charlotte a lot for business. So I'm very familiar, but I think it's tough there. First of all, the traffic frequency is not very high, and then it's more American Airlines dominance than it is Miami. So let's see how it goes. But there will be a little bit more of a diversity in airports when we are back, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's also something what the channel needs, to not get stuck at JFK only, because you guys want to see also a few other airports. And Mike Evans is a member for 2 months. Saying good afternoon, Jens and Jet. Mike, good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Much appreciated. And we have a BizChat coming in on a runway, looks like runway 8. This is Jet Links Aviation from Washington, D.C. There we go. And Rolf is sending greetings from Zurich in Switzerland. Rolf, greetings from Miami. Nice and sunny and warm. Stewart, an interesting airport for plane spotting. I think if Stewart, I don't even know if there are positions where you can plane spot. Not for live streaming. There is not enough traffic. These military bases, there is not enough traffic. You need to go to an air show or something where there is more traffic for plane spotting if you want to take pictures or so. If they provide you, like if there's a visitor platform or something in Stewart, or where you can spot safely without getting troubles with the police or something, you might be able to give it a try. I mean, for us, like for live streaming, it's the big one is JFK, where we made it work. LaGuardia, you don't have many problems with LaGuardia, so that's a good thing too. And then let's see what the other one will bring. Now Miami fell asleep a little bit, but we have American Airlines to the rescue. Flight 1130 coming in from Bogota, currently 2 minutes out. We have another BizJet coming in. That is Hop a Jet. That's cool. Coming in from Fort Lauderdale Executive. There's a huge business jet. A huge business jet airport. Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. FXE. If you are into plane spotting BizJets, that's the airport you want to go. It's only like 30-40 minutes north. Depending on traffic, usually traffic is pretty crazy. Then we have Khalida Charter coming in from Kingston. Khalida Charter 2 on a 737-436. Now 36 is the customer code of the Boeing customer code of British Airways. So that's ex-British Airways, that 400. That is currently doesn't give me an exact time because there's no destination information, but it's coming in. This one is coming in. Khalida Charter 2. I would say about 5 minutes out. Usually going in north on the northern runway, on runway 8. And then we have Caribbean also coming in, currently south of Key Biscayne, on a 737 MAX 8, 3 years old, from Port of Spain. So there are more inbounds coming in. We have a Amerijet coming in from Bogota, 767-300. That's a good thing. And then we have a P8. We have a P8 in the air. A P8 Poseidon, currently east of Fort Lauderdale, 34,000 feet, so that's not something that I would expect to come in here. Sarah's saying the C-17, CKC 135 are practicing their touching. Oh, okay, yeah. That's usually when they pick these airports. It is a little bit more quiet there, so they can do it. And Lutz with a great information that in 40 minutes the DC-8 is coming in again. Now keep fingers crossed, guys. There was one time in the past 3 weeks, we are here for almost 2 weeks, but one time in the last 3 weeks when the DC-8 came here on runway 9. I wasn't even aware that this one is flying. Lutz, thank you for looking it up. Fantastic. So we are very excited for that DC-8. Skybus Cargo, 1 out of 2 remaining active and airworthy DC-8s in the world. The other one is registered in Congo in Africa, but this one is confirmed in operation, so that is fantastic. Let's go.
305 Charlie Bravo.
There we go. Coming from Bogota. I just priced Universal Studios. We have to wait until my grandson gets older and take the family. Universal is fantastic. I can tell you, wifey and I, we visited Universal 2 years, was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago, in Los Angeles, in California, and we both said that Universal made more sense and was much more worth the money than the completely overpriced Disney World in California, but also here in Orlando. So we loved Universal. It was a great experience. It was way cheaper than Disney World, but nevertheless, Disney remains Disney, right? So, Universal is a great park, that's for sure.
American 1259, I'm sorry, good morning, runway 12, clear to land, wind is 080 at 7.
And Bella sharing the arrival time of Lufthansa. It's 3:11. All right, thank you so much. Is the one that's south of the bird strike the same one? There we go.
243, I'm sorry, good morning, runway 12, crush runway 9, clear to land. Wind is 080 at 8. Hold short, runway 12, land turn.
Sky high cargo. I love this. I love this bird. All right, next inbound. We got a little bit more inbounds. That is good. American Airlines flight 243 from Havana. 737 MAX 8. And then it looks like the airport is waking up again. That's a good thing. And Khalida Charters 2 as expected coming in on runway 8. That's the northern part. We never saw this one here on runway 9.
739 2 tower, morning, clear to land 12, winds are 090 at 8.
And we are waiting for the DC-8 to come in. Let's see. I mean, a landing here on runway 9 would be absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. So keep fingers crossed that the DC-8 is coming in here on runway 9. That would be absolutely fantastic. We have Carsten Kulka. Hello, Carsten. All right, we are waiting for our next arrival. That's American Airlines, 737 MAX 8 from Havana. And then we have Khalida Charters 2 on a 737-400 coming in on runway 12. All right, let's go over. Let's go and grab this thing.
Morning, afternoon, almost. Clear to land, runway 9. The wind is 100 at 8.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, afternoon. Clear to land 9, American 22J.
1259, left here, uniform, sorry, 6 Victor, join top up on the ground, 2182.
My tripod leveled itself out. I think it's the head. I think it's actually the bowl where that head sits in. Crazy. 7-Air Cargo coming up here. 737-800 conversion. Absolutely great. 7-Air Cargo.
On board, 3638 on charge, clear to land, runway 9, the wind is 110 at 10.
Clear to land, runway 9, runway 3638.
Contact the gate. American 243, cross 12 at Yankee, hold short of November. Contact round
I think
121.
this one has to wait. Our next inbound is a 321 Neo, American Airlines from Dallas, Fort Worth in Texas.
Couple of birds, 500 on 9.
500 feet, couple birds. I get 36, 38 on board, cross bird, 4,500 feet.
My day, 638, Roger.
And Kalida charters to 737-400. Man, that's great. Love it. Love it. They will be missed. They will be missed. They will be missed. That's for sure.
89, Tango Best, taxi Tango Yankee, short runway 12.
Next inbound is a 175 coming in from Cincinnati, Ohio. Followed by Caribbean 737 MAX 8. Oh, there we go. There we go. This one, 7 Air Cargo, is heading to Managua. Miami to Managua, that's 881 miles. Then we have, let me see, Caribbean coming in on runway 9 next, and then we have Amerijet also coming in, but that's going to be runway 8, and we are waiting for the DC-8. DC-8 should be, let's keep honest here, 10-15 minutes out, something like that. So highlight definitely coming in. Let's go over to catch this Caribbean 737 MAX 8, 3 years old. Enough time for this 737, but let's see. Runway 9 here is the longest runway in Miami. And then we also have an eye on that Amerijet 767 coming in from Bogota.
Onboard 36, 38, cross 12 at Yankee, kind of ground 120. Caribbean 44, left Uniform, right tango, hold short runway 1.
And Lutz with an update. DC-8 is 30 minutes out. DC-8, 30 minutes out. And Lufty and Swiss over Boston, Maine, or over Maine in general, coming from the north to Miami. Spirit 380, BA207, southeast of Bermuda. Southeast of Bermuda, okay, all right. So these are usually arrivals between 2 and 3 o'clock. Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier, but John is saying DC-8 over the Bahamas. Still waiting, 7 Air Cargo, and then our next inbound is American Airlines Flight 932 from Quito in Ecuador, followed by another American sister ship, 737-800 from Chicago O'Hare. And be interesting discovery of Euro Atlantic 767 sitting in Opaloka. Yes, crazy. They pinged for a few seconds. I was quick enough to catch it. I couldn't believe this is, yeah, Euro Atlantic 767 in Opaloka. That's 20 minutes northwest, basically, from Miami International. Maybe a few more DC-3s in Opaloka, but also not enough for a live stream. That's the bummer part. Cargo. They're shooting out of the car for the birds. Jesus. I think it's the, I hope it's just the airport. Yeah. Oh. I don't want to call 911 here. Shooting in Miami. Than a 380, than a 747-8. Oh, it looks like we have another Prime Air coming up here, 767. Matthew, run and hide. No, it was the airport There's so many birds, like flocks of birds.
Cargojet 7527, you can join Sierra here or at Sierra.
Prime Air is, yeah, not sure. Let's see. Yeah, they are going into the cargo bay. Bummer. I think they land. Did they land on runway 12 or something, or runway 8? Or do they? No, they couldn't. Oh, they just changed the taxiway. Looks. Ooh, they might have just changed the taxiway. Yeah, Prime Air coming over. They just changed the taxiway. Perfect.
And contact ground. Actually, you can stay with me on the other side. Papa will keep the ramp on the other side of Fox 12. And 15 at the end. On the other side, clear across 12 Tango, join Quebec for the ramp, and contact line again. East Crossing birds reported this time. Take care.
All right, no destination information on my end here. And then we have also Frontier with America's Green Airline livery coming in from San Juan, Puerto Rico. That is a 321 Neo, currently 8 minutes out. We also have American Airlines flight 2755 from Orlando. That's a quick hop on the north side of the airport. Coming in. And there is American Airlines 737. 800. And Prime Air is getting ready. 767-300.
Next left, Tango 7, copy Tango Yankee, hold for the runway 1. Ribbon 44, Miami, the ramp holding you up.
Could be a turn and burn, yeah. Turn and burn, Prime Air 767-300. Take off! Alright, let's go. Oh yeah! Jens and friends live from Miami. And also LL with a baby liner, the Dreamliner, coming up, coming out of nothing. One of these days, when you think it's a little bit quiet, another aircraft comes around the corner, and that's exactly what's happening here with El Al. Look at this beauty here, 787-8 Dreamliner coming up here. Absolutely beautiful.
Air 1779, cross 12 Yankee, traffic 4 out, ground 21-8 on the other side. Cargo 7506 Heavy, can I have approach today? Departure.
That's not a position here that someone else used. This is a position that Jens has been using for over 30 years, way before anyone were thinking of live streaming. Just saying. So not everything is always connected to a live streamer. I was shooting slides here at that position in the 90s. So just saying. And another 7 Air Cargo, 737 is coming up here.
Tower American 2755, that's the inbound. American 2755, tower total land, runway 12, traffic landing 9 will hold short, wind is 1008.
Clear to land, runway 12, copy to holding short, American 2755.
Go 2507 tower, runway 9, clear to land, hold short of 12 for landing traffic, wind 1108.
Clear to land, runway 9 and hold short of 1.
2507, additional traffic, heavy Dreamliner.
What a beauty. What a beauty. It fits perfectly. Fits perfectly in the frame. Have a safe flight.
Runway 3897, left uniform, heavy jet gives way, uniform off ground 28.
John H, welcome back. When El Dorado is cold, that's exactly the point. People think because just there was a live streamer here a couple of years ago, everyone that is coming here is based on their previous live streamer. No, absolutely not. I was in Los Angeles on Clutters Park in the early 90s before anyone there was live streaming. Been doing this thing for a few decades. Alrighty.
Allow 018 heavy, connect to park today.
7 Air Cargo, 737. Now, do we have flight information of this one here? To Havana, Cuba. And then we have a 321 Neo, special livery, Frontier America's green airline livery coming in from San Juan in Puerto Rico. And the wind is picking up a little bit. That is good. That might hopefully bring us a few more departures here, because when like the heavier aircraft, they might favor runway 9 in combination with a good headwind. That might make sense. And we have a Saab coming in. A Saab coming in, 340 from Havana on, looks like a runway 8 arrival. A Saab is coming in. Might get a few more in the evening hours.
Miami Tower, American 1558 on ILS 9er. American 1558 Tower, good morning, afternoon rather. Runway 9, clear to land. Wind is 100 at 8. Traffic 737 will hold in position. Depart prior to you. Clear to land, runway 9, American 1558. Delta 2507, cross 12 is Tango, join top on the other side to the rapid frequency, contact Miami Gate. Skip.
There we go. Let's see what's going on here with these guys. Flying the ship to Havana. Alrighty. Now they're ready.
Yeah, about 3714 out of 9. Runway 3714, tower, good afternoon. Runway 9, clear to land, wind is 1109. Runway 9, clear to land, I'm with 3714. Frontier flight 2283, uniform, clear to Pop 12, straight over to the ramp, contact Miami Gate.
So in the cargo, 737-800. 23 years old, delivered in July of 2002. Takeoff. Alright, I think the DC-8 should be around 15 minutes or so out. Walking on train tracks. Yes. I know. A little bit dangerous. At least get off the train tracks. You never know, because when the train is approaching you from behind, well, usually they blow the horn, but still, I don't think it's the most brilliant idea out there. DC-8 entering the coastline. John H with the updates. It would be so amazing, this thing, to come in on runway 9. There she is. So the good thing is, the DC-8 is coming in on the typical runway 9 arrival path. This means nothing. This means absolutely nothing. But at least they don't send it over the airport, crossing the airport, and then coming in from the north, right? This would be... It means nothing, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Airport, please put him over here. Sequence it over here at runway 9. This would be a nice goodbye present. As I said, today is our second to last live stream from Miami. Tomorrow will be our last one for 2025 from Miami, before Jens heads back. Is driving back for 2 days. I would say 1.5. I can make it in 1.5, because Jens want to be back live on Sunday from the cold and windy in New York. That's the plan. That is the plan for now. Tomorrow, after the last show, I'm gonna put my truck bed cover back on, load the truck, and we will go back. I can't wait for the Skybus Jet Cargo DC-8, 55 years old, delivered in January of 1970. This thing is only 2 months older than I am. Now you know. Only 2 months older than I am. Absolutely unbelievable. Jens and this DC-8, we have almost the same age. Fantastic. Let's see. So I hope you're excited. I'm excited too. Let's just see what's going on here. They are loading this. So I'm pretty positive that all the aircraft we see here, these 2 Tampa cargos, or Avianca cargo, and Skybus, the Sky High 737, that they're gonna leave a little bit later today. We have Daniel Jose, hello to you. Greetings to California, to San Francisco.
Thanks for that. Bird activity around 4 miles.
And Emirates let us a little bit down today. They were also a good candidate for runway 9 departures. They decided today to go to runway 8. So they continue their flights to Bogota in Colombia. And then they come back in the evening. They are here on the ground for roughly 2 hours before they fly back to Dubai. So they max out everything out of this 777. In February, Flight Radar says January, but so we could be only a few days apart John. We can only be a few days apart, the DC-8 and myself. Might only be a few days. I'm beginning of March, when this is end of February or mid, only a few days. Isn't it fantastic? Duh. Clothes. DC-8 goes over to runway 8 right. No way. Oh God, it would have been too nice, right? It would have been too nice. It makes sense because their operation, their handling is in the north, so it would make sense. Just would have been so nice, so nice. Thank you so much for 296 likes. Let's see if we can go to 300. So if you like what you see, feel free to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. And it looks like we have Latam being pushed, 767.
Tower low, runway 3998, ILS 9.
Envoy 3998, tower. Afternoon, runway 9, clear to land. Wind is 1008.
Runway 9, clear to land, runway 3998.
All right. And there comes the DC-8, the good old lady, 55 years old. Delivered apparently in February or January or whatever in 1970. There she comes, the DC-8. Enjoy. Delightful live stream. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Delta 2321, Sierra, Papa, ramp, contact KT. Sierra, Papa.
At least we saw her a couple of times, so we can confirm that she is still active, still going strong. She doesn't fly every single day. She's usually doing every other day or every 3 days a trip to Haiti. She only flies to Haiti, Miami, Haiti. That's the only trip she's doing. For years, actually, for years. And this just reminded me that we still see the dust spot. So as soon as I'm home on Saturday, I will clean the sensor.
Thank you. Caution.
There she is, in all her glory. Alrighty, just need to wear my hat real quick. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I just need to put my hat on to not get a sunburn. All right. And we are live streaming today in 1440p. So if you want to watch the stream on your flat screen TV, in your living room, in the kitchen, in wherever you're watching us from the gym, garage, basement, man cave, it doesn't matter. Feel free to put it on on TV, 1440p. Signal here is really good. And we go over to our next arrival. American Airlines 175, an Embraer 175 coming in from Tampa in Florida. We are waiting for Latam to come up here, 767. And then we have another Avianca coming in, Avianca 320 from Managua. It's flight 396. Next to land. 17 years of age, October of 2008 delivered.
Flight 3998, next left, Tango 7, taxi Tango Yankee, short, runway 12. Very nice, 78, just inside grid. Pass little air runway 9, wind 1107, traffic landing 12 will hold short of the intersection. Flight 3998, subject Yankee short of 1. Yankee short of 1, runway 39.
Always something falling off the truck, hitting the truck, whatever it is. No, it was the water bottle. All right, next inbound, American Airlines 737-800 from Washington, D.C., flight 978, followed by an Embraer 175.
Short of Tango 84.
And Latam is getting ready. Latam is getting ready, 767. Where's this one? Where's this one going? Let's see if we have flight information of this beauty here. No, is it even showing up on flight radar? It's not even showing up on flight radar. Okay, Latam on the way here.
Land is 0907. We saw some birds reported inside of 5.
So we are waiting for this one, coming over in just a few seconds.
make left turn there, Tango 7, Tango Yankee, and hold short of runway 12.
Now it's showing up on flight radar, but also no destination information available. Has to wait for the incoming Embraer 175. Benjamin is saying it's going to Bogota. All right. There's another inbound here. That's why they have to wait. American Airlines flight 2481 coming in from San Juan in Puerto Rico. And then we have another 747 coming in. That is Atlas Air from Bogota. It's also Atlas Air flight number. I'm saying that because also airlines like Turkish Airlines, they also chartered Atlas Air, and there is a Turkish Airlines cargo flight, but operated by Atlas Air. And then we have Air Canada A220-300, which is pretty rare here at Miami. We see tons of them in JFK and also in LaGuardia, but one is also on the way from Air Canada from Montreal. Yep, there is enough space lining up. Latam Cargo 767, always very clean. They look very well maintained. Not sure if you want to have the detail shots zoomed in, or if you say, no, Jens, we had enough of them. Just show us the entire plane. I can balance it out, I can mix it. It's completely up to you. However you guys feel better, or whatever you guys prefer. I like a beauty also when she just sits there, full frame.
American 3481 cross 12 Yankee from Pune.
Looks like Atlas Air is coming in on runway 8. Looks like going north. Not a surprise. And then let's see this Avianca cargo. It looks like this thing is ready. And it's being pushed out any moment. Position lights are on this thing. So this one looks pretty ready. And Atlas Air coming in on runway 8. A 22300 from Montreal. That could come in on runway 9.
United 395, continue down to Tango for me, please. Continue Tango and Quebec to right.
Let's go over to the 747.
TACA 396, cross 12 Tango behind United and Quebec to the right. Monitor ground monitor.
So for our tomorrow stream, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start either the first hour or the first 2 hours as a public stream, and then we will change over tomorrow to members only. To members only, right? So tomorrow is gonna be our goodbye stream, actually, because Jens is heading back to New York. 2 days of driving. So we will start it. Let's see the time, either the first hour or the first 2 hours as a public stream, and then we will go over to a membership only stream tomorrow. Okay, so I think it's also about time to deliver our members a membership only stream, and I think it's a great occasion tomorrow to do that one. So if you want to become a member, check out our memberships. They are available, not breaking the bank, starting at $2 a month, $1.99 actually, so not that crazy. And it helps to support these trips that we are doing, to decide more or less spontaneously from JFK to say, you know what, see you in 2 days in Miami. And it's driving down. So we will be tomorrow. We will have first a public stream for the first hour or the first 2 hours, and then we're gonna switch over to a membership only stream.
Wing 130
And Walk the Dogs gifting 5 Planes and Friends memberships. Thank you so much, Walk the Dogs. Soon be back in the cold New York. Walk Support's a great supporter of the channel, and saying, get your hot memberships here. Thank you so much. Great support. As always, you're a great supporter to the channel. Much appreciated.
Runway 1026, Miami Tower, hello. Traffic landing on runway 9, Boeing 737.
And that's a 22300, pretty rare here in Miami. We will see more than enough of them back in New York.
Activity on for runway 9 and 12.
American Airlines 3167 coming in next. I don't see any signs of an emergency landing. I don't see any support aircraft here. Support vehicles from the fire department. I can confirm that one. Also not squawking anything. I don't know.
Continue Tango, hold short of Tango 8. Wind 100 at 10.
Oh, this one is coming back. You're right. This one is coming back. This one was... Oh yeah, you're right. This one is coming back. This one was scheduled to go to Fort-de-France. I hope I pronounce it correctly. And this was 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. This thing is coming back. But there is no fire department here. So maybe at the end of the runway. Possibly. Interesting. Usually in New York, when something like this happened, you have the fire department out, you have the trucks rolling. I don't see anything. I don't see anything here at the end of the runway, so not sure.
American 3167, turn left Tango 7, Tango Yankee, hold shoulder of runway 1.
And we have Arturo Torres gifting 5 Planes and Friends memberships. Thank you so much, Arturo. Much appreciated. This gives more members tomorrow the opportunity to tune in. Thank you so much, Arturo. Could be, yeah, that could be possible. I mean, Fort-de-France, I have no idea where this is. Somewhere, I guess, in the Caribbean. I've never been there, so I can talk to that one. But coming back after being in the air for almost 2.5 hours. Imagine that one. 2.5 hours. And it just landed at the same airport where we departed. Let me zoom in. They went over, yeah, exactly. They turned back south of Nassau, and then they were in a holding pattern. Coming back. I mean, this holding pattern more looks like a technical emergency. Let's see. But I mean, there was no one waiting here. I don't know. Usually when there's an emergency, they roll the trucks out. Seriously, I thought we will be that high that no one can block the view. It's always one. Alright, let's see what's going on that Avianca. This one looks ready to go. Position lights are on. Fort-de-France is in Martinique. Okay. Thank you for... I didn't know that. Usually destinations in the Caribbean where I've never been, yeah, it's not on top of my mind.
Envoy 3699, reduced.
is the capital of Martinique. Now I know. Now I know. All right, next inbound, 757-200 from Delta Airlines from Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go and grab this one. What a beautiful bird. I heard that Delta will reduce 757 flights by a lot going forward. So these are usually the first signs, you know, when they get slowly phased out. But it's still, that plane, it's still going strong. A great aircraft. What a workhorse. Extremely powerful, extremely powerful. And Sarah, being a member for 1 month, saying, I think it's more. Okay, YouTube. Sarah, I think it's also more, but I don't know. I don't know. But thank you so much, Sarah, for your support, for your contributions. It's much appreciated. And I hope you enjoy your stay in Orlando. And the next inbound is American Airlines, American Eagle 175 coming in from northern Eleuthera. Also a place I have never been in my life. This thing is 200 nautical miles, so that's about 390, was it kilometers? Not far from here. Not far from here. Let me have a look.
Delta 1332, keep showing occupied if you can check for me.
And Swiss 330 is 15 minutes out. Looks like the first European arrivals are about to come in. And one Avianca Cargo 330 is showing up to Asunción. Just not sure which one. Let's see if it's this buddy here. I hope they. Oh, come on, come on. That's the wrong direction. No, we need you here.
Yeah, 120.
To Asunción. It would have been so nice, wouldn't it? Let's see what they're doing, but most likely this one is going runway 8.
Envoy 3699, cross runway 12, contact ground 18.
Yeah, think this one is going runway 8. Unfortunately, I don't expect that they change runway operations. I don't think so. I think the wind is going to be more or less consistent today and also tomorrow. So we should be fine from here. It's just like, I would say realistically until like 1:30, it's a little bit more quiet here. But it's going to get better. It's going to get better. There's as soon as the Europeans are coming in, Lufthansa 747-8, British Airways with the 380. So there's more coming in. So don't worry. And we have for Opaloka an interesting inbound from Gary, Indiana. Executive Flightways. That's a pretty interesting livery. Green. It looks like the level livery a little bit going into Opaloka. .737 coming in on runway 8. This one coming in from Nassau. Winds picking up, showing 50 knots. I mean, it would be good because the stronger the winds are, the more I would say is going on here on runway 9. At least in terms of takeoffs, right? For the heavier ones. I mean, I'm surprised that this Avianca is nose facing east. Would be a super short taxi distance. One here. To Asunción. So, sometimes you don't need to understand what they are doing. Is that Boliviana de Aviación 330-200? One out of two that was here in the morning. When I was driving here, I saw two of them sitting here, so that's interesting. Yep. Such a beautiful livery. I mean, it's a lot of white still on the fuselage, but look at the tail. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And Avianca started taxiing, Avianca Cargo 330. All right. Yeah, it was Boliviana de Aviación 330-200 that we saw departing to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz currently also the airport where the MD-10 from Top Peru is more or less grounded because of that pylon problem with the MD-11. They also grounded the DC-10s and associated variants like the MD-10. So usually we would see that one here as well, the MD-10 from Top Peru, also super rare bird. But you know, with that problem, I don't even know if this bird can further exist. Would be a bummer. I saw him last year when I was here. I saw this thing, and this is also the banner picture of the channel. So yeah, things are changing here. Looks like we have lots of inbounds on runway 8. That is weird. Not many inbounds on runway 9 anymore. Everything is coming in on runway 8. Is that right? Do we have a NOTAM that runway 9 is closed? Or was it just one controller wants everything on on runway 8? And there's a 777 coming in, American Airlines 777 from Cancun in Mexico. So this one could be runway 9. So hopefully they didn't close runway 9. This would be catastrophic. Let's see what Sky High Cargo is doing here. Looks like this let's see. Looks like everything is going over to runway. Looks like everything is coming in currently on runway 8. I might have, I don't know. I mean, when there's a runway 9 closure, Jens is gonna pack and driving north. I'm not. Oh, okay. It says yes, we have one. So this is going on. Today is the 4th. For 1 hour. For 1 hour, the runway is closed. Okay, then we will do the following. Then we're gonna take a break. I think they're gonna do maintenance here. Yeah, see, I think they're gonna do maintenance here. Where is it? There's a guy here. They're gonna do a maintenance here. Then we will do. Then we'll have a break, and then we'll go live at 2 o'clock, because we cannot cover. We can't cover like we can't bridge an hour. That's impossible. Back open for 2 o'clock is good, because then we can actually cover the inbounds from Europe, Lufthansa 747, BA 380. And then it's same for tomorrow. Tomorrow is, let me see.
Dominican 5101, Miami 10. continue forward left side.
Tomorrow is closed from 4 to 12. That's UTC times. UTC is minus, what is it, minus 4. So it's from midnight to... Okay, we should be good tomorrow. And then another closure tomorrow from 3 to... That's weird. From 3 to 12. Okay, that's what we do. We're going to take a break, and then we will be back at 2 o'clock. Okay, that's 1 hour from now. We can bridge an hour. That is too much. Then we just start a second part in an hour. Okay. See you later. Thank you. Take care.